9:30 Eastern Time meeting of the Personnel and Compensation Committee for the Virginia Pastoral Authority. Really want to appreciate all of you, recognize all of you for taking the time for this most important and exciting opportunity for us. And I look at that because everything that VPRA does is centered around our people. And so I'm just thrilled to be part of this committee and welcome you here. Thank you for taking the time. And for those who are not on the committee, extra special welcome to you, because I know you have other things to do, and we appreciate your interest. I believe now we'll have a safety briefing.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Even though we are all dialing in virtually, it is important to keep safety at the forefront as we are dialing in from different locations, remote offices, perhaps hotel rooms in Chicago, wherever you are dialing in from. Please take a moment to keep in mind your individual safety. Have an evacuation route in mind should you have some sort of an emergency while we are on the call. Typically, when folks are working remote, we like to remind you to be mindful of tripping hazards and just do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Excellent. Thank you so much, Sean. All right, so next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. I believe these minutes have been circulated. They're from the October 30th, 2023 meeting. And is there any discussion regarding those meetings? Yes. I'm glad to move approval of the minutes. We have a motion. Do we have a second? I am happy to second that motion to approve those minutes, and we'll do so. Sandy has no sound. Thank you, Sandy, for letting us know. But yes, we have a motion. We have a second. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah. Mary Estelle, will you call the roll?
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry if you hear a pounding sound. There's a woodpecker on my roof, so I apologize.
you never know what might help with our meetings. That's outstanding.
Ms. Bulova?
Aye.
Mr. Cardwell?
Aye.
And those are the two that I have. I've texted Mr. Hall and I've not heard back from him yet. Thank you.
Mr. Brule, I'll ask, do we have sufficient numbers to have our quorum that we need?
I defer to Mr. Westerman on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So that's all right. Hey, it's a couple of things. So Joan, can you, I know it's changed a few times and I should know this, but can you remind me of the makeup of the PNC committee, the members of her?
Yeah, there's 4 on the subcommittee currently. Mary Estelle can keep me honest, make sure I have that right, but it's we're missing Mr. Hall this morning and Mr. Payne, who we knew would not be in attendance in advance.
Okay, so I believe we have a quorum because the way it works is the vice chair and the chair of the board each are de facto members of each committee. So we have the quorum we need and can proceed. So a couple of things. One, as we go into discussions, I just want to remind everybody the committee members are those who are engaging in the public business. The members of the bigger board who are gathered to observe are welcome to observe, but we can't have a free-for-all comment-wise, right? So their duty in this function is to observe and listen, but they're essentially in the same category as other observers of public meetings that are not on the committee itself. So I'll just remind folks of that. And the other thing I wanted to say is it sounds like Ms. Bashu noted a issue with the sound, and I want to make sure we get that cleared up before we continue to conduct public business. So folks who are listening can hear what we're doing.
It's fine now.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
All right, with all that noted, let's proceed.
Thank you so very much. Well, with that then, I believe, Mary Estelle, we have an approval of the minutes. And at this time, I believe we are set to go into closed session. So, Ms. Bulova, can you help us with that?
Have a motion. I move that the Personnel and Compensation Committee convene in a closed session pursuant to Section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia for the purpose of discussing the performance of a specific public officer and his employment contract, and that legal counsel and the VPRA Chief Administrative Officer attend the closed session because their presence is deemed necessary and will aid the committee in its consideration of these matters. So moved, and we need a second.
I'd like to second that motion.
Ms. Bulova,
Aye.
Mr. Cardwell.
Aye.
So I will drop off, and Joan will let me know when time to come back, and I believe Jason will cut the feed.
Jason, if you'll confirm for us when the feed is cut. Yes, please.